Out of Texas, Aaliyah Gales out of Las Vegas is in there. And Brooklyn Shamblin, wearing uniform number 24, back in there for the first time tonight as well. Here's Von Oelhoffen. Her pass is stolen away. Adams working against Gales. The skip pass, Dullen. Back iron, rebound, snatched out of the sky there by Forestier. Ryan Forestier tries the Euro in deep and able to get it to go.
It's interesting to see the way Lindsay Gottlieb has constructed this lineup here in the second half. We've usually seen a bunch of young or inexperienced players playing with the veteran currently on the court, Von Oelhoffen.
In the corner, that three rattles home for Dullen. USC looking to get across the century mark here with its next bucket. It's Brooklyn Shamblin. Gets it right back. The handoff. Gales pulls up. Aaliyah Gales off the window. And that bucket is good.
And with all the adversity Aaliyah Gales has faced in her career, you could just hear the Galen Center crowd light up after she scored that basket. And it puts USC over that century mark.
Yeah, 101-23 our score. And Edwards can't get a rebound. Gales, so the sensational story. As Shamblin on the run out. Off the feed from Gales. Edwards rejected there by Von Oelhoffen. Approaching the 8-minute mark here in this fourth.
And it's weird to think of an 80-point lead in basketball, in college basketball at least. This is just incredibly impressive from the Trojans, even after such a large, dominant win over Cal Poly just the other day.
Foul up high against Akinwafo. Take a look at Angie Ned. Tough night at the office for CSUN. Knew it wouldn't be easy coming into here tonight, playing against the number 3 team in the country. And they certainly made it harder on themselves, especially in the early going, than it probably should have been. And something you and I talked about off air, though, Thomas, the CSUN team has gotten off to quite a bit of slow starts. Couldn't afford to do that here tonight against the number 3 team in the nation. They did, and SC certainly has made them pay and continues to make them pay for it.
Yeah, USC has not only made them pay for that slow start, but the Trojans have seemed to get stronger as the game has gone on. In that third quarter, it was a 30-point quarter win for USC. That was the biggest tonight after a 24-point lead after the first quarter and extending that even further after the second.
And another turnover here. Gales on her wallet, picks it up, finds Shamblin. And Shamblin cut off there by Adams. Remember, we get Adams for a foul. And I think that's the one thing that, if you're Lindsay Gottlieb and company, you can be very pleased with tonight, is the fact that not once did her team play the scoreboard.
No, they've been playing as if it was a tie game, or even if they were losing. The effort has not gone away, except maybe a little bit in that final minute of the second quarter. But they came out in the third quarter and really paid CSUN for scoring those 7 points towards the end of that second frame.
Gales from the corner won't go. Rebound taken by Forestier. Dumps it underneath Akinwafo. Right back to Forestier. Look what I found. (105-23) USC. Adams, guarded by Gales. Corner trade, another one good there from Dullen. The transfer out of Eastern Arizona Community College. She was a National Junior College All-Tournament team performer a season ago. And knocking down that jumper there. She's made a couple here in this second half. Gales, the Las Vegas native, calling for a high screen. Uses it over to Von Oelhoffen. Shot clock under 10. Von Oelhoffen on the deck. The spin move underneath Akunwafo through traffic. Flips it up and in.
And now with that, 13 different Trojans have scored tonight. Akunwafo, the lone one who hadn't.
Dullen, can she get another one? She does from that corner. Lainey Dullen out of Central Point, Oregon. Lighting it up from that corner here for CSUN here in this second half.
All 5 of her shots have come from beyond three-point range, and she's hit 3 of them, 60% clip.
Adams, nice crossover. Akunwafu, the denial. Clarice Akunwafo not having any of it. How about Dullen here? It's got to be a bright spot if you're Angie Ned and company for CSUN, being able to see your JuCo transfer knock down a couple of trays inside Galen Center.
Nearly from the same spot every time, too.
Avery Howell back in there, along with Vivian Iwuchukwu for USC. Tumlin will inbound it in front of her own bench. Approaching 5.5 left in this fourth and final period. Adams splits the D. May have gotten away with the one. Oh, no, she didn't. Officials right there on top of it. Traveling violation there against Erica Adams.
Kind of just indicative of CSUN's night. Nothing is going their way.
Knocking on 40 turnovers tonight are the Matadors. There's Gales coming off the double stagger. Finds Howell. Uses the screen. Trying to post up is Iwuchukwu. They can't get it to her. Gales now with 7 on the shot clock. Steps into a 3. Straight away, good. Aaliyah Gales. She was the number 8 player in the country in 2022. Comes up with the steal here. 2-on-1. Samuels loses the handle, and it'll be CSUN basketball.
All smiles on Malia Samuels' face. That was just a feel-good possession for Aaliyah Gales. Hitting that 3, getting that steal, nearly getting an assist to her name.
How about Aaliyah Gales getting some minutes here? 5 points and 2 steals for Aaliyah Gales. Timeout on the floor. 4:55 left in this one. 110-29, our score. We'll step aside. Come back for the finish of this one. Quiet here tonight. A couple students taking night classes. I always try to stay away from those in my day. Take a look at the USC bench. SC all over the Matadors tonight. 110-29. It's been a game that has been dominated by the Trojans as they forced 40 CSUN turnovers. See the top performers from each team tonight. JuJu with 21. Erica Espajo, 10 points for the Matadors. She was a player that The USC coaching staff certainly was mindful of coming off that 14-point performance at Utah State last week. Did not play in the opener for the Matadors because of a hamstring injury. But you can see she's lightning quick. She's got quick hands and has a way of being able to convert nifty shots. Just 5'5", so you got to be crafty.
Yeah, especially against the size that USC offers on the court. Nearly every player above 6 foot, which you don't see very often on a women's basketball team in college.
You see Aaliyah Gales there. It was the number 8 player in the class of 2022, a McDonald's All-American, and entered this program after suffering multiple gunshot wounds. Wasn't sure if she'd ever be able to walk again. Comes up with another steal there, but has been able to work her way back and become a performer here on this USC team. Every day she's an inspiration for others. Can't get the bucket there. Here's Akunwafo. The offensive rebound stripped away, out of bounds. Last touch by CSUN.
Now USC well above 100 points. Last time the Trojans did that, you have to go all the way back to 2016. Trojans beat Sacramento State 111-95, so a much larger margin for USC in this one, nearly 8 years removed from that date.
Forestier, foot was on the line, so that would have been a 2. And they say out of bounds, last touch by USC. To put a button on that Gale story, the reigning Honda Inspiration Award winner from 2024. And if you've seen the story or read the story, it's been well documented. Just such a source of tremendous inspiration there. Fight, grit, and battle of one Aaliyah Gales. As we have a foul here against the Trojans. 4 minutes left. SC will be back in action here on Friday, taking on Santa Clara. That'll be a noon tip-off. How about a little brunch with your women of Troy? I'll bring the pancakes. What do you got, Thomas?
Hey, I will be still asleep, hopefully. Friday afternoon.
Here is the foul shot by Dullen. Still asleep at noon. Wow, the days. Dullen has had a nice second half here for CSUN. She'll step out of the game, and into the game is Alondra Lezoma to replace her. So it'll be an early tip for USC against Santa Clara. And we'll have that one for you right here on Big Ten Plus as the Trojans continue this homestand. It'll be their last game before that big matchup against Notre Dame on the 23rd. And Iwuchukwu going to get to the foul line.
Now the Trojans are in territory where USC might make some history. Largest margin of victory in school history, 75 points. That was against UC Santa Barbara in 1981. The margin currently 79 points for the Trojans, so they still have some work to do to close it out, but on the brink of history.
A mark that's 43 years old. Iwuchukwu gets the second, 111-31. Approaching 3.5 left in this one. Here's Kayla Hobson, the freshman out of the Bronx, into the game for the first time tonight. We're number 2 for CSUN. That 3 misfires by Kilty, well off the mark. Here's Gales, a little pep in her step. The pitch ahead, Shamblin, lefty 3, good! Brooklyn Shamblin right in front of the USC bench, connects on a triple. Akunwafo, the rebound. In transition, Forestier has the baseline, takes it and makes it off the glass.
The Trojans keep laying it on thick. First quarter, second, third, fourth, it doesn't matter. USC keeping its foot on the pedal.
Gales another steal here. Her third. Gales in transition. Loses it, and back comes CSUN the other way. On the run out, the left-hand layup is good. A timeout taken here by Lindsey Gottlieb. That's Carson Marshall, another freshman out of the Inland Empire, with the steal and the layup there for CSUN. So timeout taken by Gottlieb with 2:34 left. As you take a look at the upcoming schedule for CSUN, this game 2 of a 4-game roadie for them. They'll take on a couple of Mountain West schools, Fresno State followed by San Jose State. You'll have Pepperdine at home before getting into conference play, something they're doing in the Big West this year. They're starting a couple of conference games early in December. And that first matchup will be at UC Riverside. And for the Trojans, Santa Clara right here at noon on Friday. We'll have that one for you. Then the big matchup against number 6 Notre Dame, Hannah Hidalgo and JuJu Watkins. Big matchup of a couple of talented sophomores in the country. That'll be on NBC. Seton Hall, St. Louis here, and then Cal Baptist as well. I take that back. Seton Hall and St. Louis will be a part of the Acrisure Holiday Invitational. That will be down in Palm Springs, and you can catch those over on True TV before returning home December 3rd to take on Cal Baptist.
And then the Trojans have their first Big Ten game against Oregon at Oregon on December 7th. So it's kind of crazy to say we're in November and we're only 6 games out from conference play for USC.
Absolutely. 2:34 left in this one. 116-33. Almost a replay of what we saw here Saturday when they took on Cal Poly, another Big West team. But arguably even more impressive here tonight.
USC eclipsing the 100-point mark. Trojans were in line to do that, but couldn't finish it off against the Mustangs. Well past the century mark now.
So on the floor for USC, you have Shamblin, Howell, Forestier, Iwachukwu, and Gales. Howell. It's a nice set there out of the timeout. And those are the things, right, that you want to see here. Even in a game like this, it's a lopsided affair. But if you're Lindsey Gottlieb, there's going to come a point in the season you're going to need to drop a play. Your team's going to need to execute it out of a timeout. And you see a prime example there.
Yeah, especially with such a young lineup, being able to execute that just shows how much work this squad has put in from summer workouts into preseason workouts in the fall. The Trojans are ready to compete from top to bottom.
And you're getting a lot of these youngsters some very much needed game reps. And the coaching staff has challenged them, right? Like, they haven't necessarily gone too hard in practice, but have worked on a lot of things mentally as well, worked on game planning and scouting. Hey, go out on the floor and execute. And we've seen that here tonight.
And it's not as if they're sticking one freshman with a bunch of veterans so that freshman will never touch the ball. There are 4 true freshmen on the court for the Trojans right now.
Incredible. Shamblin gets the mid-range there. Here's Marshall. Hands off to Hobson. Hobson turning in the corner. A little dream shake there by the freshie. Can't get it. Follows her own miss. Right back up. Blocked by the rim. Another offensive rebound. The kick out. Kilty. 2 dribbles pulls up. No. Rebound tipped. And another chance at it here for CSUN. Under 90 seconds left in this one. Nice little pocket pass, but stolen away. Howell with the steal. Here's the pitch ahead. Shamblin attacking the baseline and stepped out of bounds.
And even though that was a turnover for USC, this is the first time a Big Ten women's basketball team has reached 120 points since Penn State did that against Delaware State on November 16th, 2021. So nearly 3 years to the day, last time a Big Ten team has reached this feat of 120 points.
It's been that kind of night for the Trojans here tonight as Marshall knocks down that triple. It's Kilty on the floor, along with Marshall, Lezuma, Sincere Hardwick, the sophomore, and another three there. That one from Howell. And Hobson rounding out the 5 for CSUN. Trojan fans rise to its feet. It's been quite a night here for the women of Troy. Here's a little jump hook from Hardwick. And she draws the foul and will get to the line. Foul charge to Vivian Iwuchukwu. So here's Hardwick, the 6'1" sophomore out of Moreno Valley. Transfer from NAIA St. Catherine down in San Marcos. Played there last year as a freshman. And gets both foul shots here inside Galen Center. And tenths of a second differentiate the shot clock from the game clock. And Lindsey Gottlieb telling her team no shot. So they'll take the shot clock violation here. But how about this performance here tonight, Thomas?
Well, it's putting Lindsey Gottlieb in line for her 300th career win. I don't think she would want it any other way. Currently an 85-point deficit.
Got to be happy with the way her team has performed. 4 tenths left as the Trojans take the shot clock violation. Game not over yet. Both teams head into their respective benches thinking the game is over, but CSUN does have to inbound it here for this one to officially go final. There's the inbound pass to Hobson, and this one officially is in the books. 124-39 our score. The number 3 ranked Trojans dominant here against CSUN. With the loss, the Matadors fall to 2-1 on the season. The women of Troy improve to 3-0, and it was a dominant performance from start to finish here in this one for USC. And if you're Lindsey Gottlieb, not sure if you can ask for any more. And congrats to Coach as she records the 300th win of her career here tonight in this one. Quite a milestone.
Yeah, quite a milestone for Gottlieb in her 4th season with USC, and just got word that was a record, a program record for single points in a game for the Trojans, hitting 124. What an impressive performance and an impressive way for Lindsey Gottlieb to hit her 300th career win to go along with the largest margin of victory in school history. History being made tonight.
Record-setting night for the Trojans. 124 points, most in school history, largest margin of victory as well. And right now, they are playing a special video tribute to Lindsey Gottlieb on the Jumbotron here inside Galen Center to commemorate her 300th career win. Yeah, images of her inside the locker room giving speeches to the squad as well as on the floor, pictures of her with her family. And USC Trojans as well, as you see Gottlieb taking it all in here and trying to hold back some emotions, you could imagine, as well, as she reaches win number 300 in her career. And what a job she's done in coming in here and turning around this USC program. So many people thought this has always been sort of a sleeping giant. A lot of history in this program. And she's awakened it.
Yeah, and you can thank JuJu Watkins, Kiki Iriafen for bringing USC back to prominence, but it starts with the head coach, Lindsey Gottlieb. It starts with a couple of losing years. It starts with bringing in big transfers like Destiny Littleton to bring USC back to the NCAA tournament, and history for Lindsey Gottlieb.
Congratulations to Coach Gottlieb. They all have her faces on those sticks there, and also 300 signs as well as they celebrate Coach Gottlieb here the 300th win of her career. And now Gottlieb going to address the crowd here inside Galen Center. So Gottlieb addressing the crowd here, saying after she went to the NBA, didn't know she'd ever come back to college, and now she has, and she's here in a big way, in a big fashion. It was quite a night here for USC, Thomas. A
really impressive performance from the Trojans, at least 27 points in all 4 quarters, and it was a strong 4th quarter from CSUN, but the Trojans put up 124 points. No way to overcome that. Program records for the Trojans.
5 Trojans in double figures, led by Watkins, 21 points. Most points in school history, largest margin of victory in school history as well, as the Trojans win this one 124-39. For my partner, Thomas Johnson, Steve Beltran, McKenna Artigia, I'm Rashawn Haylock saying good night from Galen Center.